I'm joined by Ibrahim Atakoga.
Naye ekisinga obukulu kugamba nti manager w'abayimbi abagwa. You know, teri kintu kisinga beera omanyi mu nsi muno. Fe tutambulira mu titles, tutambulira mu bitiibwa. Katonda yagaba. So kati nze manager w'abayimbi abagwa. No title linnya lyange lya Ibrahim Kasa kikulu but manager w'abayimbi abagwa kisinga obukulu mu byonna. Kirisha mukama wange. Tuli wano tutambuza, tuli wano tucyankalanya mu entertainment twogera ku bintu ebi. Tuli mu entertainment. Sudan omukulu bamuwunzise. Abeko ebirala byako. Entamu y'omukulu bagivunise Sudan. Next sizo okunewunyisa ye coincidence nti Amin we Kasuki walu naku
kiba kikulaga nti
ekintu ky'abasiraamu kati omukatuli kite kimukwatako eri fayiro y'abasiraamu kati katuvuge fayiro ya fefe kujivuge fe tuli ku muzuli nze kugamba atulaba fe tuli ku muzuli tuvuga fayiro yaffe
neka tusabe nti abantu be Sudan banafuna emirembe kubola be
inshallah
kiri sawa zino
nekirala abantu bakosa nnyo obutamanya osanga omuntu nga ajja guzaire my friend don't tolaba Libya ku internet genda Libya
olabe ekiriyo
tolaba Libya ku internet tolaba Somalia ku internet wegende Somalia uzanze zinatuka Somalia my friend emundu etokote Somalia abantu bayira mirembe
bagamba at least gundi yaliko yadde
abantu mwebuzabuza kugende nze natuka Somalia ngemundu zitokotanga bowulira esimbu ezivuga ringtone z'esimu emundu etokota alright wano tuli ku muzuli
kale katubeyo tugendeko ate mu area endala
yaman
aje batutuma okay
our calling
amasabu je gavana
minister njagala kutumira
oyagala muwolezo
kutumidde era ne nkusaba nkutumirire ddala kan kutumira ogusembayo nkutumidde ogusembayo honorable minister ensonga ya Fresh Kid omutwala ku Savio
namusabire
Savio is one of the best schools in Uganda Savio somero ly'amaanyi lisomesa bulungi liyigiriza eddiini liyigiriza empisa but the question is Fresh Kid anoonya ddiini anoonya mpisa anoonya kusoma
Fresh Kid anoonya kusoma ndowooza
Fresh Kid kati ze kankuwa example nze nasomera I'm a product of UPE my friend don't joke with me but I can speak English from Monday to Sunday from morning till morning from January to December 365 days I can speak English all throughout
let me ask you a question Minister kuvayo na afunira omwana ono ekifo
kibinyo
musomera musasule kasukulu fees
kibinyo
kiri mu bubicho
muleke asomera omwana ono omulaba kati fa abalengerere ewala bakola kati fayiro ya entertainment fa abagivuga minister gwe nevuga fayiro y'abavubuka entertainment soko gitulekere toyingira nnyo kintu kyaffe kino jja kikuba ekigwo point esookera ddala omwana gyali asoma omwana ono buli lw'onaamukwata n'omuteeka mu boarding be papa
ebyokuyima
talent yefudde you can't predict Fresh Kid's next 10 years because onakola Fresh Kid agala kuba muyimbi olwaleero Fresh Kid ne wanaasoma obusawo be bana bakuba abantu episo ku mutwe nga tewayi bakuba mpiso because aba yasoma kyatayagala era practicing kyatayagala
abantu abamu osoma ku social media bajja kugamba nti tebali so certain n'abantu abalina Fresh Kid management plan sinayogera ko new management ekutegera of course but I think they have a plan
people are seeing money in this kid abantu bali mu kulaba sente mu kintu kino ochegeera people are just seeing money in this thing but at the end of the day let me tell you something tusoka tuleke issue y'okulaba sente Fresh Kid wali ekawanda asoma bulungi omanya ono omwana balina just kwata management ye babagambe the kid should balance education and music Little Tammy abadde ayimba nga bw'asoma olwaleero ali ku university ku Mubzi Baby Gloria the Ghetto Kids Baba Patricia babadde basome bakola ki n'abantu abalala bangi oshegeera bw'okwata ono omwana n'omuteeka mu boarding what that is the end of the boy
Okay, we don't know what you guys think. You is watching us from home. Of course, I already shared with you, Minister enrolled this little boy to a good school, a boarding school. The parents and, of course, others are suggesting that it is actually not wise to put this kid in a boarding school because it will greatly affect his music career, which he is in pursuit. Okay, ntuwobera mu boarding. Ojja kwesanga amasomero agasinga yina school rules and regulations. Of course, the mother of Fresh Kid, according to media reports, insists that her son can't go to St. Savio Junior School Kisubi, where the minister had enrolled him as a boarding pupil. Of course, she says that the kid is too young to be in a boarding school, and the minister should leave the little kid alone. That is the mother. That is a Fresh Kid. One time I came through, I think, Zimuku interviews Zaso Keradala when he came around for the biggest live audience show. Hey, omula msajja mtone wa
katono mwana omulaba katuze mu reality. Kati minister Natural, Honorable Minister Natural Kiyingi. Alina kwatagana Honorable Minister Kiwanda. Katono mwana avuka kya bulambuzi. Abantu bave mu kwebuzaabuza because olwaleero at 7 omwana akubye headlines za Uganda zonna ne East Africa.
CNN, BBC,
everywhere. Kino kya bulambuzi. Otegera kwata mwana mu mutunulire muvule kya bulambuzi. Omwana ali ku National Broadcast at 7. Omwana abikoze biweddeyo kati gonyumya Savio. Savio na munagani my friend. What is in Savio? Chono kye yeetaaga.
That is Ibrahim. All right.
That is my take.
Let's move on. Moving on. Jose Chameleone. Good, you had an exclusive interview with him. Sajja chaliwo nnyo.
Si Chameleone si yeye kanze buli ayimba obulungi chali wange kati gwe yimba amalwa yimba kwara olyoko ule wezitokota.
Chameleone says he of course he's having ambitions, you know, according to media reports, to stand as the Lord Mayor of Kampala City. Tulimu. You know,
yes.
He has plans of unseating
Lukwago. Ogenda wulira. Bila bantu bebekabya my friend ogenda wulira. Kazi
Kampala eno je tulimu kati.
Omuganda agamba kazabike emipiira. One Joseph Mayanja aka Dr. Jose Chameleone.
Chances are Chameleone
okuwangula.
Zaina okuwangula. Bawukira Ragadi.
Yesimba
mu Lukwago.
Yayina okugwa. Ragadi first and foremost ya musically yanafuwa. Second to that, poster yakubya poster yokka campaigning poster. Yakuba poster ngalaga talina dread. Mu campaigning alina dread. You are con man already. You get my point? Poster eraga Ragadi toyina dread. Choka tuli ku ground tunonyeza Dani Kazibwa Akalu tugenda labanga enviri
Mixaji, you know, what are the chances Chameleone has muguni mukwesimba kuba mayor? Chances z'okwesimbawo ziri ebitundu kati njasoka kwa za kwesimbawo chances z'okwesimbawo kati sofa zaali nnye akalimi kali mu 9 yasose n'akasukejinga
kwa akalimi kali kajja kati kati ono tuvaayo chances za Chameleone okuwangula sofa nze ndaba akataala wali katulaga ebitundu 5 ku buli 10 sofa 50% yeah, the chances of him
what is he saying? I mean, you had an engagement with him. What is his game plan? What is his strategy?
First and foremost, Chameleone ajja ku independent. Ticket independent, taina attachment to any party. Yayagala fenna tugatte wamu.
Chameleone
akwato wa UPC, akwato wa NRM abafugirawo. Because fenna we are one person. Fennawo ye point esokerera. Point eyokubiri, Chameleone afunye pressure. Mu bigambo bye off camera yanga ina Muzibru afunye pressure. Abantu bansabye okwesimbawo. Ne mugambo inamu abagaga nanga manina abagaga sofa 15 bagenda ofandika
campaigns. Ya
abagaga. bwe yamenyedde amanya g'abagagga out of the 15 nalabye nga abagagga 9 balina sente zitegerekeka nga bano abasigadde omukaaga nagezo batunulatunulamu nga bali yegeyege nga naye nabo tubeetaaga kamukamu gwe muganda eyo strategy neggwe y'abagagga nanyina nangamba nti ekyokubiri ku kyo naga kati nze wano wentuuse bikoze ebiweddeyo nyimbye ensingi tambudde it is high time nsavinga abantu through politics.
Ebiseera bisinga omuntu abantu bamuwa akalulu olw'ebintu ebyenjawulo ojja kwesanga nti bajja kuwa olwa track record yo bajja kuwa for the things you stand for bajja kuwa waliwo yali abadde alowooza nti okuwa obwa Lord Mayor olina okuba nga olina ebitabo bingi nnyo olina zidiguli wano olina zino ekitali kituufu. Yes, that's not right.
Yeah, we need a minimum of senior 6.
Senior 6.
Yeah, agirina from boyogerere progressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa.
Strategy zekubuulira gwe Calvin njagala nkule kino ekiti ogenda nnyumirwa akalulu omanyira mu tell you something muve ku bino ebintu byembadde muteekateeka abantu ku minzaani mugenda kutula minzaani zammwe topima ojja kutula minzaani topima olwaleero kamiyoni bw'ayingira race olina okwenyeza wenyweza my friend kankubuli kino kigenda kutokola kisaanikire bwe tukisaanika kigenda kwabya picture.
Aya bas now let's move on. Sheila Gashumba. She's of course a brand
my
media
beautiful friend
and a good friend of mine, you know. She's been she had a misunderstanding with the good folks at La Patroni. It's a hangout spot around Parliamentary Avenue. They took pictures of her with her consent, in my understanding, of course, from the different reports we've been getting. And after that, of course, she finds her picture being used on different platforms with the logos of that place. They were using it, I think, as a way of promoting that particular theme night. Now, she reaches out to the people who are taking the picture, or the proprietors or the managers of that place, asking them to pull the pictures down, okay, politely.
Yeah.
And of course, they didn't listen to her. From her statement, it's, you know, she says that they were actually just making fun of the whole thing, that it's over a bit take fun and you want to see how do we even remove them, blah 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 blah. Things continue playing out as you've been seeing stuff on social media, and some people are saying she doesn't have the right to claim to be a brand. In my understanding, I believe she has all the rights, because I mean she represents a number of brands here and there, which she's paid for that. Of course, the people at La Patroni released a statement early, I think, this morning, which looked like, I don't know, it's like they were taking subliminal shots at her, making fun of her and the boyfriend who is known as a God's plan. What do you make of this situation? Because she filed, of course, she reported at police. The photos were removed.
There is intention to sue.
Intention to sue has been, served. What do you make of all this?
Ekisokera ddala njagala abafirika twejjemu ezzalawo gwe ojja moral authority erowooza nti Sheila Gashumba si brand. Let's be honest. Nga gusobola obeera mu kazigo ko single room buno bukapeti obwakaveera obuseerera oyinamu kasitovu k'entambi oyinamu akasigiri buno obwebbumba obwatika n'ozima n'okamaze mwami wano nze musajja wano. If you can command a home nga ekisenganya diro biri awo osikiza stop lokama kasifulumya stove yembonyira just in a single room gwolowooza Sheila Gashumba yani ataclaiminga kuba celebrity ataclaiminga kuba brand. First of all must tubeere bantu bakulu bane tuve mu kwebuzaabuza omwana gwogamba nti si brand ye mwana gwolaba ku billboard zo yali ku bulango bwa TV zo yali mu bulango bwa radio gwoyita brand kyeki. People think brand oyina kubeera munene nnyo nga Kaweya Samadis. Baloza brandi oyina kubeera munene nnyo like a zombie. No, my friend. Ekigambo brand doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter the height, doesn't matter the color. Ekigambo brand ekimataringa nti oli brand. First of all tulina okumanya ono omwana omulaba abadde celebrity okuva obuto bwe.
Beba fresh kid.
Ochekera. Second to that, ono bw'aba akusabye n'akugamba mu bulungi nti jaye ekifaananyi kyange tomufuula ddiikuula. Akusabye kiri ekifaananyi kikye tubeere bamazima ekifaananyi kya muntu. So ene balance nsabe ekintu kiri kimu mukwatagane n'abanywi, otherwise abanywi tebajja kujja mugunywe. nchiddamu mukwatagane n'abanywi munyumirwe because at the end of the day Sheila bw'aba akusabye Sheila alina contracts ezirunninga ekigera kyenkunyonyola telecom company amina mu contract alina companies endala n'endala akusabye politely because nabadde ngoberera thread yaabwe ng'abasabye kati bamufuulinga waliwo obuwala obubiri bufeeriya sijja kwogera mannya gaabwe mufumbiddwa Dubai South Africa ne mulemu obuvumbo mujemu embuto nga 8 muri mu kuchanga omwana omuto mu muchanga let the kid be then to Sheila neka muwo bubaka muwe Sheila Gashumba bwogenda mu public place ne batandika ebimanso bya fuluma obatayagala bimyanso naye nakulebe mu kifaananyi wapozinze no pozinga what my friend that means ekifaananyi kyazo kiraba eno si teyabadde bomuntu oba gulunedi yagudde bugwi kyazo kiraba so it is a 50-50 Sheila ebbala baje ekifaananyi kyo n'abebbala nammwe tubeere bantu bane tuvuge business eno ng'enyuma because at the end of the day Sheila eno ebbala ojja gyetaaga.
Of course, I do believe.
Mujja kwetaaga omwana ono. Mwenze muyita mwana. Because ze buli lunaku mulaba dda buto.
Aya kana kera
bya buli. Myaka emeka Calvin gwa manyinyi bana b'oluzunguzu kali myaka emeka. Tekubanga kana kafikali myaka kati asatu nga mugumu.
No, she's in her early 20s now. But listen guys. Yes, she's in her early 20s. Sheila is a brand and I think it's only fair. Just like Ibrahim says or asserts that we do have respect for one another. I do believe she is a stakeholder in this entertainment industry. I do believe at one point you need her hope, just like she also needs your hope as a client, because I doubt if she takes free drinks when she visits that hangout spot. So it's only fair that we respect one another. We stop hating on one another. I see so many keyboard warriors on social media, on Ovumachino, but let's uplift one another. Let's support our very own.
Kwena followings kubavuma Sheila Gashumba nenyingira mu profile ye nesangayo bifaananyi bino ebireeta date mu kifaananyi omanyi mutu ye kubye kifaananyi kireeta date nti 2017 November 11 nengamba kati govuma ovuma kingo okye kubye kifaananyi ngimabegeri yensuwa
all right, right now let's proceed. Chris Brown just released a video 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago. And yeah, of course, a few weeks back, the Ghetto Kids came out, shared on their platforms that Chris Brown, through his management, had reached out to them to make a cameo appearance in, of course, his video. Same thing a day after or 2 days after, even was of course one of our greatest entertainers, Eddie Musuza Kenzo, also said, hinted on the same, that the star reached out to him to make an appearance. Video, Jirani, I've seen Triplets, then a number of other dance groups. That's a brand new single coming in from Chris Morris Brown, and that is Back to Life. Yeah, you've watched the video closely.
Definitely.
Ghetto Kids over there.
Simanyi.
Back to Love.
Simanyi screenshot ya email ya Eddie Kenzo jeyava. I saw the screenshot of the email circulating all over social media.
Yes.
Simanyi screenshot ya jeyava. The point is sokerada. Point eyokubiri. Kenzo bwoba wayingira Photoshop ne wekolera screenshot wakola kibi. Nze nganze ujja kundwaza pressure ulcer, sukari, nebigwa mukoweryo because nkwagala nnyo. Bwebanga screenshot eyo eri abagitambuza mutekenzo mukola kibi. Because ndaba video sina wenda bakenzo.
Never Ghetto Kids are to to balabamu.
Simanyi buzibu bwe buva Kenzo ali edited chichi.
Ghetto Kids here, yo.
Na ate Chris Brown abere muntu mukulu. Kati toteeka video kuteekamu mufu. Ono mwana ali mu mujozi gwa Red Manchester yafa. Abanya abazungu nabo bagenda ne oba banywa kuba. Oba bakamusisha.
So anyway, it turns out that manager teacher, the manager for the Triplets, you submitted a clip that of course has, even the members that passed on, I thought this is recent stuff. So it looks like you're picking different clips
n'abaweereza so they got interested in that one. Kati Kenzo
about 2 seconds 3 seconds
waweereza ku transfer Xbox akantu ko kabulirawa because kati wano nze ndabira bonyonyola bwotyo kitegereka kitegeza abadde baweereza clips
enkadde
who edited out Eddie Kenzo. If they didn't edit you out, ani yakutte Photoshop na editing email najikuba ku screenshot.
Maybe you know why is bang or bio part 2 yaka video.
Nga tukyali ku ekyo kubina ebintu ebijje bingi.
Let's read a few messages here. Shout out to King Aju Davis, you're watching the show and you're saying you're a big YouTube follower. You follow this show on YouTube, our YouTube channel.
Horizon Vibe
UBC. That is where you find all the updates. Keep the comments coming and subscribe to the channel as you get to watch the live shows as well. Jaco Waluluko, like unfortunately for Sheila Gashumba, she is acting out of celeb ignorance. Entertainment life and hangout are one. Even brands need to be out there. She didn't pause for the pics and La Patroni needed to apologize. This is his take as Jaco Waluluko. You can actually also share your views. Ibrahim, you've shared your views.
Yeah,
I've equally shared my views on what I think on that. But bottom line is, let's respect one another. I don't you know.
Ono mwana temu munafuya. Bwoba ina sister wo ngali eyo waka. Just imagine she's your sister, nga goba nafuya bwe bati. Just imagine is your girlfriend goba nafuya bwe bati. Just imagine your cousin goba nafuya bwe. Tonafuya mwana ono mwana okuba nti ayina erinnya. Tomunafuya. It is God's plan nga bola boyfriend way. It is God's plan Sheila Gashumba to be a celebrity. It is God's plan like the husband's name. Ochigera tubalaba amazima because at the end of the day brand bazi creating batya.
Yes.
But tunakwata abafenga tuba fotola. Are we going to import brands?
All right, now let's drop that topic and move on. We are left with about 6 minutes. But the issue that we want to talk about mainly, I think it will even go on until next week, is the issue of drugs. I'm actually feeling sorry for our industry, you know, because you hear stories here and there that are so and so is no longer doing music due to use of drugs.
Yeah.
First, we used to be shy about these issues. We would never openly come out and talk about what's going on, but it's eating up the industry. Not only the industry, but even the young people in general.
Yeah, man.
Nawesanga nti omuyimbi aliyo wakabye nnyo nga bakuba raga yavaako. Sikuba ku music naye yavaako just you know asikira oba mu short wave embeera ngeyo.
Ate ng'ensi kati eri ku frequency modulation that is FM yena akkirira mu short wave oba medium wave. Nze kyenyiza okugamba abayimbi oba abantu ebiragalagala bino abantu babitandika due to influence of people surrounding them, but at the end of the day njagala opicking example z'abantu abakoseddwa drugs olabe. Abantu abakoseddwa drugs fe mu Uganda omuntu bwakubwa drugs bamutwala mu rehab naye ne bwadda tasobola kwenkana nga atabikozesa aba atabikozesangako. So njala mubatunulira abantu bano, their life is so bad, they are in a sorrow state. So at the end of the day, you can do music, you can do sports, you can do any sport or any activity minus drugs. Case in point, nze newerako example. Sinywangako sigala, sinywangako mwenge, sinywangako njaga, oshagera, sifuwangako sisha. I've never tasted kuba. Oshagera. I only use water and soda. I don't know soda namuvuddeko. Namwesonyiye. Sinti alinamu obuzibu, but nze njagala I want to stay pure. Omubiri gwange gubeere pure. Drugs zino ziraba zikujja ku map ne zikusuula eri. Abayimbi bangi bavuddeko. Nze sigenda menya manya g'abayimbi, but abayimbi ba Uganda ku buli 10 98% use drugs. Abayimbi ba Uganda the 98% buli mwaka tuba n'omuyimbi omwe avaako. Ate bw'ovaako toddako. Tetutegeeza ku musical chart, but when it comes to upstairs osiimuuka n'oviirako ddala. So nsaba abantu keep your body healthy. Mutunulira abantu nga look at people like Bebe Cool anyirira alabika bulungi. Look at people like David Lutalo. Look at people like Eddie Kenzo. omutukako ku skini n'ogikwatako bwoti ng'anyirira n'olaba omuyimbi ng'emimwa gino gyonna alinga afuwa emmindi ng'alinga anuuna omuliro ng'emimwa mikalu n'omutunulira engalo nga zonna ziringa obuti obuyoola omuliro n'omutunulira fesi nga yonna eguddemu alinga abadde ku therapene ey'amasannyalaze gw'obimanyi n'omutunulira nga yenna aweddewo omuyimbi. Let me tell you something. Drugs zino zikendeeza lifespan y'omuntu.
True story.
I
actually do believe that you have more to lose when you start using these drugs.
Yes.
You lose your career, you lose your respect, you lose your self-esteem, you lose quite a lot, you know. So my appeal, you know, to young people out there, not only musicians, of course, look, ask yourself why you started, you know. If you are, let's say, pursuing music or pursuing whatever it is in life, you know, ask yourself why you joined the industry, you know. Stay focused, have a vision, have goals, and also be mindful of the kind of people you surround yourself with, because you see, you know, they say energies are very infectious. So what kind of vibe, what kind of people do you have around you? What kind of value do they add towards your career or towards you, you know? Have someone that you can do confide in. We've had cases of here, depression, from depression, and so those are all excuses. So look at the bigger picture. Now next week we shall be having more series of the same, talking about drugs, but I also need to remind you, I'm a UBL brand ambassador, red card ambassador, so we need to remind you
is not a brand.
As you're driving back home, you know,
don't drink and drive.
Do not drink and drive unless if you're drinking water, but if it's not water and it's some other stuff, please grab an Uber, or you can get a designated driver for that. Sign up to this pact. That is the Red Card campaign. Now, as we wrap up in 1 minute, Owako Busembayo. Nsaba
abayimbi kyota natuuka ko teweesudiya. If you haven't scooped any deal or an endorsement, tosudiya. Kyekisokera ddala. Then nekirala, nina message na campaign gye ntandise, nga nina campaign ziri bbiri. Campaign esooka nakugamba ngenda okukola ba speaker of parliament, mutwalire ekiwandiiko nga tusaba abamu bave mu kuyimba. Eyo campaign eri underway. Ndi mu collecting emikono 10, nakafunako emikono nkaaga mu gumu, 20 something like 30 to go. Then ngavuddeyo eyo nina campaign egoba abavubuka okulekera okutambulira ku bayimbi, because abayimbi bamalira abantu bangi obudde n'otuuka ng'okaddiye nga tolina kyogamba nsi. Ze campaign ebbiri ze ntambulirako kati. Next week, inshallah.
Guys, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been yours truly, Calvin, the entertainer.